this is the 18th year. Like it started in 2003 for me when the first time it was diagnosed. It was an ovarian cancer at that time. It was in the right ovary, and that time, like doctors could not even tell at what stage it was because it was the entire ovary was filled with it. And by God's grace, the only thing was it was limited only to that area because doctors could not go for any other tests also to know where all it was there because there was no time for that. It was like an emergency surgery which had to be done way back in 2003. They removed the two ovaries and the uterus at a time, and that time my kid was 11 months old. So that's it. And they removed, and after that, I went through 6 cycles of chemotherapy. And okay, life went on. And again in 2011, in that area where this ovaries and uterus were removed, again the lesions had come back. So that time they could not remove them. So only chemotherapy was given at that time. Only chemo treatment. There are again 6 cycles of chemo, and again the life went on. And again in 2018, I was again having pain. So again went through PET scan and all. Again some problem behind the spinal cord. The last spinal cord, last L3, L4 will be there, no? Behind the spinal cord and very near to the rectum, it was growing again. So again, consulted the doctors after the biopsy and all. They said they'll have to remove whatever is growing there, and they had no idea how much it is, where all it was spread. Unless until they go inside and check it, they'll not be able to find out. So they did that, and whatever was to be removed was removed, and I was put under 6 cycles of chemo again. And first 3 cycles of chemo, first was a surgery, then 3 cycles of chemo, and again one more surgery, and then again it was radiation. I think 25 sittings of radiation I went through. So it was like a journey to me, and it's been while I was going through that, it was a little hectic. But today I'm a better person and a happy person. Sometimes I feel happy that I went through all that because it taught me a lot in my life. So what it chemo psych when I come to the treatment and all, like somebody who's listening, somebody who's having a undergoing any treatment or right now who's listening to this, I'll tell chemotherapy is a little bit harsh, but that will be only during the first week of the chemo. It troubles a lot because the body is not first, and that too for the first cycle. Body is not used to it. Once the first week is gone, the body starts becoming better. First week is the one when you don't feel like eating, the taste is not there in the tongue, and you're very weak. After the first week, you start settling down. So first chemo and second chemo, and after the third chemo, when the fourth and the fifth starts, you'll not even feel much difference because the body gets used to it, and you'll
Right.
not feel any difference as such. Because I have like I feel as I'm an expert in chemo because I've taken it 3 times in 15 years. And but the and the uh, what is it uh, reaction with respect to chemo is different for different people. When somebody says that, oh, I got all this because of chemo, for some other person it will be different. For some the reaction will be severe, and for some it will not be. So don't ever get worried that, oh my god, what is going to means if somebody is complaining that it will be so bad, it will not be. It will be different for each person. And when it comes to radiation, I never felt any discomfort with radiation. It was like nothing, just go there and lie down on the table there. They give it, it's hardly for how much, like radiation is for 5 to 10 minutes, that's all, and just come out of the room. There were actually no side effects of radiation for me at all. And that also again, it will be different for different people depending upon the body, how somebody is taking it. So don't ever worry about any radiation effect or chemotherapy effect. It's all uh, uh, differs from person to person. What uh, For me, as actually from 2003 onwards, like I have been very lucky enough to get all good doctors who have been very helpful, very caring, and even the sisters, the nurses, the brothers, and the admin staff in every hospital, they have been very good. They have been very helpful, and nobody like showed any means is always or ever ready to help the patient. And when it comes to how a patient like Some people was what to do, how do you manage and all this. Still, in a life, every problem comes with a solution. So when some problem, we get we only get the problems which we are capable of solving ourselves. That's all. So you don't have to worry when somebody when okay, it's some first time when the doctor says that okay, you have cancer, it hits us. Oh my God, what to do? Like, but don't worry, it's like common. Like it's nowadays, it's in every household. Someone or the other has it. Every house has it, and it's like it's become common like any fever or cold which people get nowadays. So there's cure. Even some people, if they say that okay, it's the third stage or something, there are people who come out of those stages also and are leading a very happy and healthy life. So don't worry at all. It depends on how the perception, how you take it. So I always believe in one thing. There's only that only two, the choices in life are like you live happy life or a sad life. You choose whether you lead a happy life or a sad life. So I chose to live happily. That's all. And uh, the when when you come to know that like you have cancer, that it affects the family members also. So I always say like okay, the person they go into self pity sometimes. But why did I get it of all? It's not that you getting or anybody getting. Anybody can get it. It's not like only this person or that person. So the more than us, I feel the family members feel the pressure because if the husband gets it, the wife will feel it. The wife gets it, the husband feel it. Because there are so many things on their mind. Because apart from the patient, they have to look after so many other things they have to manage. Because the patient is only he or she is more important treatment and all. But for the family member, there's so many they have to look after the entire thing. So uh, I feel like as a patient, we should be more courageous and let not we should not let our any feelings not show them so openly to them. Keep them to yourself for some time and don't show it to them because they feel even more depressed. That's what I like. I think I feel that's what we should do as a patient.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's you're truly
and
inspiring in that aspect. Right? And I'd like to know a few things, and it just to have this thing about to the patients or whatever it is who are trying to fight the cancer. So, uh, seeing it that way, you got your cancer when your kid is around 11 months old,
yes.
and you got to know that your uterus and ovaries have to be removed. So,
Mm.
what was your first reaction, and how do you cope up with that kind of stress? So, how was your family, and how supportive everybody was?
See, for me, there was no reaction at all. First of all, I did not understand what was happening. Like, it was just totally blank. Like, the only, at that time, my focus only was to see my kid grow. That's all. I wanted to be a part of his growing up in life.
Right.
That was the focus. That's nothing else. That for me, like first 2003 and 2011, there were 7 years, and again 2018, again 7 years. It came like started, they say it came out like that for me. Okay, and my family members have been so cooperative. Even to this day, they never treat me as a cancer patient. That's one blessing for me. They never like they
Yeah.
always treat me like a normal. They never treat me as a patient at all. It's like you're normal, do things. That's it, and that pushes me a lot and do my own things. And I want to tell anything. People say that you take. Some people ask me, some you get inspiration and all. Say I'm my own inspiration for me from the beginning. So because each person is different, uh, my body structure is different, my thinking is different, my way of life is different. So I always feel that I'm my own inspiration. I challenge myself, I compete with myself. I don't compete with anybody. It's been like a total different life altogether after all this. Like you were also saying, going back to the normal life. I will say for me, it's been a new normal. It's been a totally new normal. Every day is a challenge. Every day is a new day for me. Every day is a I try to choose to be happy every day. When I'm saying they say no, walking the talk or that I hope I'm
Yeah.
speaking it correctly. So that's it's like a choosing in life. It's just a choice we make in life once these sort of things come up because we see there are so many other people who are going through a lot of other things which are even more horrible than this, but they live a happy life. There's nothing compared to those people. Uh, so it's been and when One thing I want to tell these patients is when you go to the hospital for treatment, there are so many other patients sitting beside you who are taking treatment. They tell all sorts of stories. Oh, I have taken chemo, I have taken radiation, I went through this. Somebody went through chemo and somebody did not live. They died because of chemo. There are so many people talking like that. Don't get depressed at all because 100 people talk 100 things. Just close your eyes, close your ears for those people because that person, like, we don't know what his condition was. You the person who is talking will not know what the other person went through. It must be something different. So don't get rejected because somebody is telling a story that because of this treatment something happened to them. Don't do that. And once to start a treatment, don't leave it in the middle. Complete the course totally. I have seen patients who leave the course in between, go for some other alternative treatment, and that will not work out. And by the time they come back here, it's a hell for them because they're going through, they're extending their pain, they're extending the pain again and again. Why do that? Complete here. If you want to go afterwards, go afterwards, but finish once to start this and trust the doctors. Have faith. Once you decide to go to a doctor, trust the doctor, trust his the treatment which he's giving you. Have faith in him. Put yourself in their hands. That's it, and just do whatever they say and be cooperative with the doctor and with the nurses and the sisters there. And whatever they say, whatever type of, at least during the treatment period when they're saying you, telling you to lead this kind of a lifestyle, this you should do and not do. Stick to that. Don't ever neglect. And some people like fighting when they say that you are a fighter. Some people tell me you're a fighter. I'm not a fighter. I don't want to be a fighter. When I fight, I get exhausted. Why should I get exhausted? I just go with the flow. Just go with the flow. Like, no, I don't want to trouble my family. I want to do things on my own. I will do this. No, you don't have to. The day you're tired, rest completely. The day you're feeling well, go out a little bit, enjoy yourself, and eat what you feel like eating. Don't only go on eating healthy food. Eat what you feel like eating, what you enjoy. That is also a must. Mhm. This has been
So
my. This is how I have lived. It's been like 18 years now from the time it started first,
right.
and I have no regrets. I enjoy every day of my life. Every day is a challenge for me.
Right, that's great. That's great, actually. What you actually say makes sense, actually. So, it's the first thing is to know that you have a disease, know that you are going for a cure. Don't get, don't see others' experiences and think that okay, that things are going to be bad or something because they have a different disease, they have a different stage, and they're because a lot of people they say okay, somebody received chemotherapy, they died, so I don't want to go for chemotherapy. Somebody received radiation, they died because you don't know what their stage of disease is. Right? So once your doctor says, okay, this is your stage and this is your chance of a cure, it can be done. I think you should take that chance. You should trust your doctors, like Bhargav garu చెప్పినట్టుగా. Uh, close your ears. Think about your treatment. Your treatment. Everybody's treatment is different. Everybody's thing is different. So close your eyes and concentrate on your treatment. Be positive. Like, like what she said, you choose to be happy. Right. Thank you, Andy.
One more thing,
Your
I just want to.
story is actually very inspiring. And one more question I would like to ask. A lot
Yeah.
of people have this misconception actually. As soon as we say chemotherapy, they say chemotherapy is very painful. So
Mm,
that is their common perception actually, because they don't know what exactly goes through chemotherapy. So
mm,
I just want to know. Uh, we keep telling the patients, okay, there's nothing like a pain in that one, because but there will
mm,
be some side effects which are definitely manageable. So
mm.
I would like to enlighten as to how was your chemotherapy actually.
See, even in chemotherapy, I'll say the different drugs for different cancers. Some actually, I'll say some don't even give the pain to the body. I've seen such patients also. Some give a lot of pain to the body, and I'll say the first day means for me it's happened 3 times. The first time it was first time that it was in 2003. First cycle was painful for me. First cycle also the pain was there for 2 days only. That's all. Only for two
Right.
days because after that the body gets adjusted. I'll say our human body is an amazing vehicle. It adjusts to everything. So many whatever rubbish happens, it adjusts and it gets back. It itself fights back. So the first cycle of the chemo is a little painful. That too for 1 week. Even the pain, body pain, physical body pain will be there for 2 to 3 days. After 3 days, it starts subsiding. After the first week, during the first week, you will not feel like eating also anything, because of the strong medicine. It's like some normal antibiotics, if you take, you will not feel like eating. It happens. And these are stronger ones. You will not feel like. But after the first week, you may not be eating as before, but your taste buds starts functioning and you will eat, and slowly that will go up again, but again the second cycle, and again it just repeats. After the third, usually the first three cycles are little um, they put a little pressure on you, but after that it'll be like cakewalk, I'll say. That's all.
That's
And
so
one more
soothing
thing
to
I just want to say,
see.
some people
Like
are worried about their hair loss with the chemo. Some are worried, but for me, what I was thinking was, for me, I have less hair to wash and more face to wipe. It's easy to wipe a head with a wet cloth, than washing the hair.
that's good. So what we like to emphasize is like a lot of people are worried about side effects of chemotherapy, that they'll not be it's very painful or something like that. Actually, that is not the case. Actually, when you take chemotherapy, definitely it will have some effect on the body.
Yes,
So you might
yes,
feel a little bit of weakness for 2 or 3 days, and
yes,
after that you'll recover. And like
yes, definitely.
she has explained to you, it is like the first cycle is the one which is a little difficult, and after that things become easy. Your body adjusts to it, and I think you can complete, like you said, the rest of the cycles are a cakewalk. So that is one thing you need to take from her story. It's like nothing to be worried too much about chemotherapy, and she's gone to radiation also, and radiation, as she told, no side effects with radiation, because things have improved a lot. The machines have improved a lot. The radiotherapy machines have improved. The radiation is more targeted, so the lesser of side effects and more of efficacy for the present day radiation treatments. Thank you, Bhargav Garu.